everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Stating the Obvious. We're doing something a little special for today's episode. None of us will be consuming water.
I will.
Our episodes are normally...
risque.
No, you're not.
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, well...
That was the last
You
time
really
you
can't
did.
stop me. That sound was my cup of water hitting the table.
Okay, Noah. No one heard anything.
Well,
Anyways,
sucks
we're
to
going to
be
go
deaf.
for this next hour, hour and a half, however long this episode is, without any water. And we'll see who caves. Noah's already caved, but who caves, who struggles. I feel like it won't be that bad.
I don't know, bro. I'm hydrated. I'm thriving. Sucks to be you. Not having any water couldn't be me.
Okay. Bro thinks he's the Avatar or something.
I'm just better than you because I have water and you
All right,
don't.
Noah. All right, Noah. Then give me an obvious fact. You're so much better.
My obvious fact is that going to the chiropractor would be really nice if they weren't like pseudoscientific quack doctors. This is a thought I have.
Have you guys watched those like cracking videos of just like
Yeah.
They're so satisfying.
they are pretty
they're so
Okay, but they
satisfying.
also, it's just like, you know, they might just like fucking snap your neck and you just die.
That's just true. Did you go to one?
No,
Recently?
but like I
Oh.
want to, but at the same time I know that like there's like no way to tell like if like a chiropractor is like legit or not, and like I don't know, like I'm just like really worried that I'll go and they'll like do like the fucking adjustment or whatever, and I'll just like end up in a wheelchair for the rest of my life.
I think that
So
the rate of that happening is pretty low actually.
Yeah, I mean sure it is. But it's
I
just
haven't
like
even heard of a case
I
of
just
that
don't
happening,
trust
to be
it. I
honest.
don't trust it.
No, here's the hack. The way you avoid it is when you go in. You know how we see videos of it all the time? Just have a friend come with you, say you're making like a TikTok or something, and then like record it. And now they're gonna make sure that they don't mess it up. Like 100%.
You know, I will say though, I have heard like, you know, I've done like not too much research, but a little bit research into this, and apparently like, it has like some non-negligible effects with back pain, but other than that, like, there's not much more you can say about it. But
Yeah, it's basically like intense stretching.
I could use some intense stretching, not gonna lie.
Rip.
All right. That's kind of mad sus, no, honestly.
I mean, I'm just being honest, man. My back is like fucking looks like a shrimp. Like it's just curled up.
we're back.
That's a crazy visual, no.
Yeah.
I'm vegetarian, so personally I don't get it, but
You've never seen a shrimp before? What, are you fucking
Who is-
stupid?
Yeah,
Like, what?
his
what is a
site
shrimp?
is vegetarian as
You've
well.
never seen a shrimp.
you know that episode of Black Mirror where they block out all like the
Oh yeah, all
like
the
the
things you don't
R-rated
want. Yeah.
stuff? Yeah. For me, like that's meat.
Dude, you realize meat started out as animals, right? Like at some point they were like animals that live in the world, and like you can see shrimp without them being like a food. There are like shrimp right now in the ocean.
No, I have not ventured into the ocean.
Jit
Yeah, I
has what
see.
he calls vegetarian vision. He does not choose to see these things.
He only sees
Yeah.
plants.
True.
Correct.
And ketchup.
Okay. Okay. Renee, I'm gonna catch you lacking. What's an obvious fact?
I
for
thought you
us?
said Cobb was going second.
Nah.
What's the fact,
Okay,
KJ?
okay, I had a fact, and
He's
then you got
lacking.
me off guard, and now I'm just like,
He's
what was
lacking.
my fact?
He's lacking.
Okay, you know what? My fact. Oh yeah. This is what my fact was. My fact is like, in New York, man, a mile is deceptively very far. The commute times here are just like native New Yorkers seem to have just made peace with this, but like, man, does it
Yeah.
take a long ass time to get to places?
Spider-Man never seemed to have a problem.
Yeah, like, if only.
And you live in
Yeah,
Queens
probably.
now, so maybe you could become the Spider-Man.
I'm just saying, man, like just be on the lookout for spiders. You never know.
That's true. If I see a spider, I'm gonna let it bite me.
I think there
Exactly.
were recently some people, like some kids, who just went around collecting spiders and let it bite them to become Spider-Man, and then they injected mercury into their themselves to become Wolverine.
Okay, what the fuck?
What the hell?
Hey, they're
This is
gaming, bro.
kind of.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
That's like, so stupid.
But did
Let
it
'em cook.
work? Is the question.
Did it die?
Did it work?
No, I think they were just in the hospital. But
Okay.
I mean,
maybe it
like,
will work in the future. You don't know.
I feel like mercury poisoning just like turns you fucking insane.
Guys, Loki, is it possible one day to actually like merge like the spider abilities with the human? Like could that be possible?
This CRISPR, lol.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
they made a human pig hybrid thing.
Yeah.
What? Where?
What is that?
Like
Is
this,
it spider
this
pig?
no,
Human
this
pig?
Chinese scientist dude. He made a like an embryo of a pig. It's half pig, half human.
Oh my god.
And
Fuck.
I mean, the embryo lived for like a couple minutes and then it died. But then it was like he got arrested and stuff for violating all these ethical guidelines. And then the Chinese government took him, and he was never seen again.
He's
Loki,
down there
I think
doing
they're just
research
letting
for
him
them.
cook.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're letting him cook for real. There's no way they're not letting him cook, dog.
Yeah.
But that was the
All right.
first like human hybrid thing that has ever been like born
Actually, I
alive.
remember hearing about that. That was some time ago, though, right?
Like, it was like a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do remember hearing about that.
Okay. Jacob, with the hell of knowledge, why don't you give us some more by giving us an obvious fact?
You know, I was just thinking about this the other day, but we are now 6 months away from 2024. We are now very, very close to 2024.
That's crazy.
I
is-
hate time. I hate growing
That's a
older.
quality obvious fact, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like the year went
that's a
by
good one.
extremely fast.
That's just
true.
time, dude.
Yeah, I think it's 2023 especially has gone
I
pretty
mean, yeah,
fast.
pretty soon
Yeah.
we're going to be closer to the year 2050 than we would be to the year 2000.
Yeah.
What the hell? Stop.
The thing is, I feel like the past 5-ish years, ever since we left high school, those years have gone by a lot faster than
It's like
every
a blur,
year of high
dude.
school.
It's actually a blur.
Dude, jack shit has happened since high school, I'll be honest.
Yeah, but like each year of high school, that felt like an eternity. Like there was so much in each year.
It's just because your days are always super, super busy. Like it is like, you know, you have school from whatever 9 to like evening, and then we had debate practice, and we had training. Like it was just everything just felt long because of that.
Yeah.
And I think it's also because we had like Jasper and then Plano West. So we had, you know, our junior high and senior high. So we also changed schools, which kind of
Yeah.
like elongates the time, I think. Like if it was just 4 years at one school, it would have blended together a bit more, I think.
Maybe.
That's true. Perhaps.
Who's to say? Who's to say? But we did it after, you know, we graduated and then we left. And then we moved on to our universities.
True.
We got into university, but with affirmative action gone.
Mm.
As of how long ago?
Couple days, maybe.
Couple days, yeah. It is it's a bit of an interesting topic.
Noah, can
No.
you just give us an overview?
I
of
mean,
this, please?
I
Politics with Noah.
basically have no idea about like the specifics. All I know is that the Supreme Court ruled that race is no longer an admissible factor in college admissions.
I thought
So-
when I first read the headline, it made it seem as if it was just at Harvard. But then
That
like,
might have been where the case originated.
I think
I
I
it
know
was
the
one of
case originated from
Yeah.
Harvard, but like
It was like
Yeah.
a
It's based on what I
UNC
was
and
reading.
Harvard were like the one. So they were like the players in the case.
There was like that big like thing where like a bunch of like Asian people like sued
Yeah,
Harvard or
I
some
remember
shit
that.
for like
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
that's the same one.
Yeah, was that part of it? Was that the-
I don't know. I just know that was like something that happened a few years ago. I don't know if it's like, you know, part of the same ruling that struck down affirmative action.
But they like made an exception for like military stuff, right?
What do you mean?
Like West Point and stuff, like military schools.
I don't know if West Point like
I-
considers race. Like
No, they do. They do.
I can't remember how
I'm like
admission works.
90% sure they do.
Like I thought it was like two people from like every congressional district. Like you need like the specific endorsement of like your district's like House representative or some shit. I don't remember.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah,
that's what it was too.
maybe. I don't know. But we've talked about affirmative action before, and I think from our previous conclusion, basically we said affirmative action is bad as long as there's investment in primary and secondary schools for like low income and like minority people. That was our general consensus.
I mean, I think the consensus is that affirmative action isn't like an ideal solution by any means. It's just like kind of like the easiest one to implement at the moment. Because if you want to talk about like improving funding for like like poor school districts or like inner city school districts, like that is like a much harder thing to do and would require like a lot more work on like a federal, state, local level. So I mean, affirmative action is just like the easiest thing to do.
It's also it's based on property tax, right?
School funding, which is like why it's like so tough for like poor communities, right? Because like poor community, small amount of taxes, so like poor school funding, so poor education. Poor education means you can't get out of your like poor community, so it's just a cycle.
You said poor a lot of times there, Noah.
Yep.
Does affirmative action work? I don't know.
I mean, it works in the sense that it gets more like minorities or like
more diversity.
Yeah, more diversity into colleges. I don't know if it works
long term.
I feel like for the people it does affect. Like maybe not like systemically it makes any big changes, but I feel like for the people it does affect, it probably does make like their lives better.
Like I'm sure it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
But it's also not the best thing you could be doing.
I mean, the ideal thing, right, is to fix it, like to break the cycle and like at the root fix like education from like even like preschool and elementary level. But then like it's too long, like the distance, like it's a too long term of a experiment almost to like try and make it work. Because at every level, right, like if it ever breaks, it's just not gonna work. So you need to like have like a shit ton of funding.
Yeah. I mean, I think the question is if like now that affirmative action struck down, is the energy on like the liberal side going to go towards trying to get it reinstated, or is it going to go towards like a different policy with like the same intended result?
How could it be? Could it just be reinstated by like a bill pass?
I mean, I think it would just have to be another Supreme Court ruling. I don't know.
Okay.
I doubt it, though.
But also, like,
there's no way they like
what
flip
exactly
flop.
does affirmative action makes it
I mean,
legal?
they've done it before.
When did they do it before?
I mean, they just made abortion illegal again. Like it was illegal and then it wasn't illegal and now it's illegal again. Or in some states.
What was like the time span of that?
Like 30, 40 years. It's more like
I feel like they're not gonna flip flop like anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna be soon. I'm just saying it could happen.
Yeah, it could. Renee, what were you asking?
I was saying, like, what exactly does affirmative action say? Does it say that it is legal to like quote unquote like weight applications differently based on race, or does it say that like you need to do this to some extent?
I can't remember.
Like, if it's cause like can college
like
why can't colleges
it's
now just
unconstitutional to have quota? Like I know that quotas are unconstitutional, so colleges can't go like, oh, we have like X number of black kids, like Y number of white kids. So
well, they can't say that, but like behind closed doors, they probably do.
And my question is like now why can't colleges just be like, okay, and like you can say that, but we're just gonna do the same thing now.
I don't know.
I don't think anything's really stopping them, except that now it's
except
illegal.
Like they can't say anything like publicly. Like, on like any applications or like websites or anything like that, I assume they probably can't say we consider race and like difficulties and stuff like that in your application.
So now will they like not ask in the application? Like, how there's like a separate question that sometimes asks if you're like Hispanic or Latino or like different things like that.
Well, that's demographic information. They'll probably still ask
that
it.
doesn't matter.
I mean, even beyond admissions, like there's like scholarships and things like that are attached to that.
Yeah, so those will all stay the same, I imagine.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I mean, they'll know your race, but like, how much do they take into account, I guess is the question.
yeah. And it's also like whenever they discuss like this should we admit this student versus this student, like they're still gonna know your entire profile. Like it could still be part of the decision making.
There inherently might just be some sort of like like some pseudo affirmative action happening just because like people are just like
Also,
they just
that's how
want
they've
it.
been making decisions, right? So like, I don't think they're just suddenly gonna just change how they think.
But I guess the flip side of that is if it's like a white dude who can pay and a black dude who cannot pay, kind of thing.
I mean, that's always been the case.
Yeah, but it'll just be more now, I guess.
I don't know.
We'll just have to wait and see kind of how the statistics play out with all of it. But
Or the entirety of Harvard just becomes Asian. You know?
Maybe that happens.
Asian invasion.
In which case,
Oh,
that would be
actually,
crazy. Yeah.
This is why they're taking over the South China Sea. They're just trying to get to the Atlantic.
They're just going the long way
That's
around. Pretty soon, like Harvard's just gonna be like another province of China.
yeah, without affirmative action, it's crazy. And for all those reasons, you should affirm.
Good lord.
I remember always saying the wrong one.
I could easily see
I
us.
always said the wrong one.
Yeah, you say you should affirm. You sit down. You stand up. Like the gate. And you sit back down.
I did that like 8 times.
I
very interesting.
remember thinking also when the other people say you should negate, I'm just like, got him. You got him now. We win.
Yeah, we got him. We got
They
him.
said it. They conceded the entire round by saying you should negate. Debate memes. If you want to understand these a little better, go listen to the classic edition episodes of Stating the Obvious. It's been a minute since we plugged ourselves in an episode, I'm not going to lie.
It's true.
Felt a little weird, but you know what? Here we are. Pranay,
Here we are.
you had an interesting scenario
Yes,
that you mentioned to me.
Again, alluding back to my obvious fact, in all the transit that I'm doing, going to place, I have a lot of downtime. And for some reason, yesterday, this question occurred to me. You know, I was maybe thinking, the gist of the question is kind of in our group of 5. Who is good at what genre of video games or board games or games in general? And so I kind of like extrapolated that question to, you know, if we were in some apocalyptic scenario where every world or every person in the world had to get into groups of 5 and send 2 to 3 members from each team to compete in some tournament where you have each genre of video game. The question then is, you know, if for each genre of video game, who would you send in our group of 5, and how do you think we would fare like against the rest of the world percentage wise or
Wait,
percentile wise?
why is it 2 to 3 members?
Like I wanted it like originally the question, right, was just like who would you send in our group to play this video game?
Yeah.
So I just like so if you just send everyone in the group to play as like a certain type of video game, you're not like determining who is like the best in that group.
I thought
Yeah.
it could only be one person per group.
I said
it could be a couple.
I said 2 to 3 because there's some games that are like required to multiple people.
What if the
Alright.
game requires 5 people? You can send everyone?
If that doesn't like answer the inherited question. Like for example, you know, if I were to send 2 people, we're talking about MOBAs, probably send Puck and Jit. But if we were talking like FPS games, I would probably send maybe Noah and Puck. But if we're talking about like mobile games, I'd definitely send me and Cobb, for example.
Mobile games is a very wide category.
Yeah,
Imagine
I
it's
mean,
vainglory.
yeah.
You better be sending mine to Noah's ass. Okay.
We can go even more in depth, but I have here a list of different genres of video games.
Okay, so basically,
Okay.
this is
Also-
the Hunger Games
wait,
with video games.
Yes.
Real quick, I will mention that the 5th member, Puck MK, as you will
Yeah.
hear him, he's our 5th. And there is an episode of him where he joins us as a guest on Stating the Obvious.
Another
So,
plug.
second plug of the episode.
True.
You gotta
Go
make
check
up
that
for all
episode
that
out.
lost time.
It's
After you're
episode
done listening to this.
10.
Yep,
even remember.
Go check it out if you want to learn more about Puck, which you should.
The funniest thing is that like Puck is like one of the few people who actually like listens to this podcast. So for like probably like 1/3 of our total viewership, this is just like completely irrelevant info. He already knows all this shit.
Hey, there's Cal, there's Anushka, you know? Great
That's why I
Britain's our
said
second
1/3.
largest country.
That's why I said 1/3.
Yeah,
Like, those are the other 2/3.
Dominated exactly 2 other people. Okay, it's fine. Let's start the discussion.
Okay, so first genre of video games. MOBAs. I mean, I said what I think I would
I mean,
send
yeah,
people.
Jit and Puck. There's no real question.
I'm the
Alright.
mid laner, dog. I'm just that guy. I don't know. I go in the lane, I win the lane. Like I come out, I carry the game. It's all like work for your boy. No cap. That rhymed. You see that? Goddamn.
But then how do you think guys would fare like in the world percentile wise, and like also against like people that we know play video games, like friends of ours that are not part of the group?
I would say, I mean, Puck and I are both like easily a plat level. I think we could be diamond if like really gave a shit. And that's already better than like 95% of league players. Like 95% of league players or something are like gold and below. Some crazy like high majority.
And then compare that to the rest of the world. They're in like the 99th percentile.
Oh,
You're saying-
easily above
Yeah,
that.
I mean, rest of the world. Yeah, rest of the world. You also have like all of China, who is like,
That's true.
Now all of China knows
Cracked.
you're here.
well, yeah, for real. Like literally, I think I remember seeing something about like the Chinese super servers, and like the players that are like gold in Chinese super servers are like challenger level in the United States. Like it's crazy.
I
Like,
mean, there is a reason
everything's
why the
so
LCS
skewed.
sucks.
But if you take like the entire world, so every region, then yeah, we're probably like pretty up there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think we can do
yeah,
well.
you have to consider the people that like they're just put in the apocalypse and they got to survive. Like
I mean,
most of the people
also-
aren't even playing.
Yeah, it's also like, are you talking? You're talking like the entire like world's population, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think
like,
for most of these things, so originally I was thinking about the entire world population, and then I thought, it's kind of weird for video games. We'd probably be like in the 99th for most video games, right?
I mean, like we got
So,
like 8
like,
billion
what if-
people, right? Like
Yeah.
you gotta think like, you gotta take out all the people who are just like super fucking old, all the people who are like super fucking young. Like, if you're 6 years old, like you're not being anybody at these video games unless like you're fucking baby faker or something. I don't know. So like that's
how about
like
let's restrict the population out to anyone who plays video games regularly.
yeah,
and this
like
could-
who would
it
actually
can-
like play these games.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be like a person who plays League. It can be any person from someone who plays video games on their phone, like on the subway.
Yeah, I
to
mean,
someone
even
else.
if you play like video games, like let's just say you play a whole bunch of like first-person story-driven games. Like once you get into League, you're gonna have no idea what you're doing. Like, it's just so
Yeah,
confusing for
yeah.
the first. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just so MOBA is one. There are a lot of genres that, at least the list that I have, for example, it has. So I could say one other genre that we play are first-person tactical shooters. I think in tactical shooters, like what I said, I would probably send Noah. I don't know who I'd send between Jit or Puck.
Probably
I
Puck.
feel like it depends. If it's Valorant, definitely send Puck. But like, there are some other games where no, it's like I prefer.
I mean, I'm just telling you, like Titanfall 2 Capture the Flag. I put me and Visceral against anybody.
Yo, we solo world. Like we actually solo world. Like it's crazy. No one I solo.
I'm just saying, like like we had that Capture the Flag meta on lock back in the day.
Yeah, we like 2v12 every
Yeah.
single game. or
Oh my
something. It was
god. I
crazy.
remember we literally have discussions over like how hard. Like, do we want to win this round? Like, if so, how hard? And like sometimes we'd be like, yeah, all right, fuck it, just like bring the heavy armor and just like call down all this bullshit. And we just end the
yes.
game in like 2 minutes.
Well, I don't think we like ever lost. Like after
What?
we started playing, like we figured it out. Like we straight up we could carry any game because Noah would just defend the thing
Oh, yeah.
like easily, and then I would always just steal it because I'm fast. So
Bro, we had so much bullshit. Okay, like let me tell you. All right, so the thing about Titanfall is that they had like a system called burn cards, right? And these were like consumable power ups that like gave you like certain like bonuses, right? And like my favorite ones were like infinite satchel charges and infinite arc mines, because like you have like a grenade slot, right? And like in that grenade slot in your loadout, you can like take one of like multiple different options, and one of those options is a satchel charge, which is like a really big explosive, but you can't throw it that far. And like once you throw it, you have to then trigger it to like detonate it. So like basically the point is like you can throw it down somewhere, and then when somebody goes like across the area, you like just like click the trigger and like it blows up, right?
Right.
I would just have the unlimited satchel charge thing. I would go sit up in a corner, like not like a corner on the ground, like on the ceiling, and just chuck down satchel charges onto the flag. And then this one would help too. He would throw some too, and then like somebody would show up to try and capture our flag, and I would just like hit the trigger, and our entire fucking base would just explode. It would just be like a nuclear detonation.
Yeah, it's great. We actually didn't even need it though. Like on the low, I had satchel. Like when you spawn in the game, you get like 2.
Yeah.
Noah would put it around the flag, and then like there's exits right out after you get the flag, like where you can run out. I would put them on like each exit, and then I would go and I'd take their flag. And if they ever tried to take ours, like Noah would just tell me he's like there, and then I would fucking just explode that shit.
Bro, it was so fucking unnecessary, but it was so funny every time.
So you guys were
Yeah,
just
it was
campers.
I was a camper.
No.
I was a camper.
Noah camped. I captured the flag.
No.
Like,
No, but see, okay, look.
and then Noah would escort me
We
back.
could
like,
talk about this for like literal like hours. We had this shit down, but I think we should probably move on.
Okay.
Yeah, what's the
okay.
next
All right, what's the next
Okay.
category?
The next category I have are I didn't know how to classify this because this wasn't like a specific genre, but it was what I was thinking about because of stuff that we play. Kind of like strategy board game, online board games type. So I mean like chess, checkers,
I feel like you and Buck
tic-tac-toe.
were-
Yeah,
Yeah.
you and Buck.
I mean, we
Yeah,
forgot
but-
about chess. Like, yeah, but like, let me tell you, like, there are like some of these strategy games, like Civilization 6, like
Oh yeah, I haven't gone
some
to
of
that.
these, yeah, some of
I was
these
thinking
deep
about that too.
strategies. Like, let me tell you, you better put me the fucking
Okay.
I'm not good at them. I have an addiction. All right, I have a problem.
78 coach.
Like, let me tell you, Hearts of Iron 4, which is like a World War II strategy game, I managed to rack up 3,600 hours over the course of like a year and a half.
Jesus.
How many hours
I-
a day is that?
I don't know. It was most of them.
Yeah, so actually that genre of video games I was
Look,
thinking,
I
think it's called
just want to say
4X
I have been.
games.
I'm very proud of this
No,
fact.
that's 10 hours a day, though.
I'm very proud of this fact. I have been clean for 7 months. I have not
Very
played.
You
nice.
said 3,600? You said 3,600
Yeah,
hours?
3,672.
Okay, wait, that's not that. Okay, sorry, I misheard that.
Yeah.
That's not
It's
that.
a piece of bit much.
Yeah, 3,600 hours. Okay.
Yeah,
That's crazy,
In
though,
the
no?
genre
Well, I
of
mean,
strategy
there's
games, there's
that.
actually a lot. Now that I think about it.
You know, Stellaris. I have how many hours do I have in Stellaris? I have 500, so not that much. Let's see. There's also there's Star Wars. 1,000 hours in there. So yeah.
Okay, but that is like over the course of what, a year, you have 3,600 hours?
Yeah.
That's like 40% of the year, dog.
I know, dude. Trust me, I know.
Okay.
I'm not even
All right.
joking. Like there were like entire fucking days where I would just like wake up, play this fucking game, go to sleep.
Got it.
So
All right. What is the next one?
All
basically,
right, we put Noah in for that category.
no, that category is called like 4X games apparently.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of genres and like subgenres, and it's going to go. So I was just only going to talk about the ones that we have some sort of, and then like some sort of stake in, and then maybe a few that none of us have ever played before. So the next one I was thinking about. So a lot, out of all the other strategy games, there's stuff like Auto Battlers, like TFT. There's stuff like
Bloons.
tower defense games like Bloon Tower Defense. I didn't even know this was like it makes sense, but I didn't realize this is his own genre. Like artillery games. Do you guys remember Tank Defense or whatever it was called?
Oh,
Tank's
tanks.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, tanks. Yeah, that's its own genre of computer games too, apparently. What else is there?
All right. Wait, so can I ask real quick?
Yeah.
Who are we sending in for TFT? I know it's not me. I know it's not me because I don't play that shit.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna take
you,
myself out because
Puck,
my luck is
Noah,
dog
Cobb,
shit. He's
Okay,
actual
Pranay
dog
just
shit.
hates his life.
Probably
All
either Puck and me or Puck and Noah.
I think it's
I mean,
fucking
yeah,
me.
that's
I'll be real.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
I got the golden double up. I'm just putting
Well, it
it out
depends. Is
there.
it double up or not?
True.
I mean, if they're going in as a duo, who's the best individual player we have?
I think Puck.
Is Bug?
Probably. Noah, do you agree with that?
Maybe. It really depends.
Oh, no one's like 1v1v dog.
I'm not.
Let's
I'm
find
not.
out.
I mean, like the problem is like it's also like it depends on like what set are we talking about? Like
That's true. Yeah.
it's not
There's
like
some comps that you just know.
yeah, it's not like any one of us is like just undisputably the best. Except for Vispa, who's like easily just like the worst because he hasn't played the game at all.
Okay, that was already established. We didn't really need to double down on that. Okay.
I want to put it out there, just so everyone knows.
Okay, I have an interesting genre, which I have played in the past quite a bit. I think so the genre is sports games. Sports video
Well, like
games.
FIFA and stuff.
Yeah, like FIFA, basketball, NFL, racing games.
I feel like this is me and you.
Yeah, I know. I played a lot of FIFA back in the day
Yeah.
on the PS4.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like
I
this
don't know
is me and
if you guys have played sports games actually too.
I
Because
will
stuff we
say,
haven't talked
I
about.
think it's mostly PJ and COD, but if it's Madden, you need. This is like low key. Like I played Madden for a minute, dude. Like I was addicted to Madden in middle school and like early high school.
Really interesting.
I know
I
Madden.
did not know this
I know
about
Madden.
you.
Yeah. I
Oh
stopped
yeah,
playing,
wait.
but, like,
Also, one other game that's in the genre is NBA Jam.
Elijah one.
that's me and Noah, dog.
Nah. We're Shaq and Sold.
Okay, you guys are just Shaq abusers, all right? Like,
Hey,
Yeah,
it works.
there's no skill expression.
Like-
like I literally picked Elijah Watt, dog. Like you had no skill expression. Elijah Watt. Like,
Elijah
there's
Watt.
nothing. I'm at the 3-point line, dude. That bucket's going.
Okay, Elijah
Okay.
Watt, he held one of the. Didn't he hold the top scorer for a long time? No, that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
yeah, that's
Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Uh,
Shut the hell up.
bro. Like, I mean, Shaq dunks were just ridiculous in that game.
Yeah, it's just like you can't. There's nothing you can do. Like it's just not balanced. Bro is 7 feet, like 10 million pounds. Like there's just no shot.
We have to go back and play that game again.
Yeah, you know what? Let's run it.
We're running back for the chance of seeing which two to send. In the
We're gonna run it. We're gonna run it. It's not even a thing.
All right, next category.
Another genre. There's actually I was laughing. I was kind of. Actually, I
Wait,
don't know if
hold on.
I don't know if
I-
any of you guys have played this genre, but gotcha games.
Wait,
I
hold
personally
that
myself
thought.
have not.
Hold that thought.
Yeah.
Because I just want to put this out there. Apparently, it's a whole fucking video game series, and the latest entry was in 2010 for the Wii.
What the? I also
Oh,
played a
NBA
lot of
Jam?
Wii Sports
Yeah.
back in the day.
What's on iOS too? Shit.
Okay, Noah, we moved on. Calm down.
I'm just saying, like maybe we do this on the iPhone.
Renee, continue. No, we're gonna go back.
Yeah, you have to play it on the actual console thing.
The arcade machine. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
so have any of you guys played gotcha games? Is it worth talking about gotcha games?
No, I don't think
Can
I
you
have.
name some?
Fuck. I know Mr.
Like
Freeze plays it.
Seven Deadly Sins, right?
Deadly Sins.
Black Clover.
I thought Black Clover was an anime.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm pretty
there's
sure the
a
game.
gotcha game tie-in.
I see.
Does Genshin Impact count?
I think it does, right?
I mean, I know Arknights is one, Blue Archive is one. There's like those ship-based ones, Kentai Collection.
Genshin is a gotcha, yeah.
Yeah, well, I've never played them. I've just
Who would we
seen
send?
videos
Yeah,
on 'em.
Who would we
I
send
don't even
even
know
if we
how
haven't-
you like get good at those games. I think it's just like they're just like gambling simulators.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
isn't
the
it
game
just
is
pay to
like
win?
so for the type of games that aren't competitive. I was thinking like, I'm sure within each genre, it's harder for ones that we haven't played before. There are types of challenges you can do that, for example, the next genre I'm going to talk about is open world games, which stuff like Minecraft and speedrunning, for example. I think
Minecraft, Breath of the Wild,
Breath of the
Pokemon.
Wild, like these things, I think, for example, especially for speedrunning stuff like Minecraft, I definitely send me and Cobb, just because maybe we haven't like explicitly done them before, but like we have extensible
the
knowledge,
tactics, yeah.
extensible knowledge about this just by watching videos.
That's what I recommend normally is watching videos.
Very good. But yeah, what would you guys say for what kind of open world games have you guys played in the past? Like Minecraft-esque.
It's just Minecraft, TBH.
I mean,
Terraria.
Pokemon, right?
Pokemon, that's true. Yeah, but
Oh, yeah,
I guess
Pokemon when I
also
was a
Club and
kid.
I like Puck may be good competitively Pokemon. Like if we're doing competitive Pokemon, I think it would be send me and Puck. But like if we were doing like, just because we both have the most experience in that, but if we're doing like speedrunning Pokemon or like challenge Pokemon, I'd definitely me and Cobb just because we're just like
Just know it.
know
We just
so
know
much.
it.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I've played Tears of the Kingdom, so
I mean, those are just like open world games, right?
Yeah.
that's the category.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's between you and God pretty much. And then like Puck, dependent. No and
Yeah.
I are not that. We just played Minecraft on mobile for fun.
I mean, I played a little bit of Minecraft lately. I only play hardcore
Okay.
mode though because I don't know. Playing
Cool
playing
guy.
survival is kind of boring.
I think honestly we should start a Minecraft server.
We
should all get
should.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
We
I'm
should get a
being
server.
I
in
really want.
From day one, I have been promoting Minecraft in our group, and the Puck's just like, "Oh, $30, so expensive." Fine, you have a fucking job, man. Fucking, you make $30 like
Tell
in
him right now.
30
He's
minutes.
listening. Tell him.
In 30 minutes, he makes $30.
That's honestly true. If anyone can afford it, it's Puck.
I'm sitting out here scrounging for scraps. For scraps. And to be fair, I don't even.
Renee's actually in survival mode.
Actually,
But fucking real life.
survival mode.
We
To be
should,
fair,
you know.
I don't even have I use Vishal's account still. Like, well, at least the last time I played, I used Vishal's account. But like, I would buy my own account just because I know
Listen,
how much
PJ,
value we would get out of it.
PJ, this
Yeah.
summer we will set up the Minecraft stuff.
Very good, Cobb.
By the time this summer
you,
ends,
you
we will
promised
set
me
up
this, Cobb.
Minecraft.
I'm
Promise.
just saying
promise,
it would be
bro.
really
I promise,
funny
PJ.
if we did a hardcore server and like anytime one person died, the whole server just like got trashed.
I think that would be fun too. You know.
Just,
Guys, it's not looking good for us. I'm not gonna lie.
No, but-
I'm gaming. You guys are forgetting I'm gaming.
just think about the comedic value though. Just like imagine how many times we'll just be yelling at each other for like fucking falling into lava or just like falling off a cliff.
All right,
Here,
next
help me.
category.
Okay, next category is this is kind of within the realm of Nintendo games. But first type of Nintendo game is party games.
Nah.
No, we haven't gone to platform fighters yet. I had some
Okay.
thoughts about platform fighters, but yeah.
Okay.
First one
Party
is party
games?
games.
Not me. Not me.
I don't
I
really
think
know.
I'm okay. I'm okay at them. Like I'm not bad, but like I'm not like in a
As a
1v9.
kid, I used
but
to
I don't
play.
think that's
I
how
used
they
to play a
work.
lot of Mario Party.
They probably Pranay then.
I didn't own the game, but Narain did, and we'd play a lot of Mario Party.
No, no.
Yeah.
I would say I'm
Okay.
probably just like Jith. I'm like all right at it, but I don't really like play.
What about you, no?
Mario Party?
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
party games.
I
In
don't think I've played any of those games. Not
Is it
recently,
at
at
all?
least.
Are we considering Jackbox and stuff like that as well?
Those are like
Not
I
like a
don't know.
party
Those are like a
game?
comedic. That's like a party box game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
honestly, I don't think I've ever played Mario Party.
I feel like party
Okay,
games are
I think we'll
like
just send you and Buck.
the genre that like I'm talking about is like they have like a bunch of there's like one overall goal, but they have a bunch of like mini
games,
in it.
Yeah, I feel like it's you and Buck for that.
I mean,
Okay,
I'm just
and
gonna
then-
say though, like Mario Party relies quite a bit on luck, and my luck is pretty good.
That is also
Potentially,
true.
yeah, that's true.
Noah just like gets shit for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Like,
like
Eric
maybe I just get shit for no reason. Like maybe that's the winning strategy.
There actually
Low
are,
key,
interestingly,
like-
there are some, like, so Mario Party is the first one that comes to mind, but there are a couple of other, like, online-based games that have been made. But actually, interestingly enough, even for Mario Party, especially the older versions, there are, like, and the newer one too, there's some level, it's like a small level of skill expression in knowing, like, the expected values for all the randomness. So there is actually some level of knowledge that you can have that gives you a level advantage, and also knowing the hacks for each mini game also helps as well. But I would say out of a lot of the genres we talked so far, this is definitely the most luck based one.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
know. All right, next one.
Next one is I'll wrap it up with the last couple ones. Because a lot of the other ones, there's a genre called Christian video games. There's just like religion-based Christianity ones. It's not even religion-based. It's just straight up Christian video games. And there's like other ones that are like therapeutic ones. They're like horror video games. There are idle video games like Cookie Clicker. There are, I don't know who we would send it for Cookie Clicker, but
Dude, does it
Cookie
even
Clicker's
matter?
I don't know if it's just whoever can become the most brain dead, I guess.
Nah, I bet we'd send in fucking you, and you guys should just create the like auto clicker thing.
I guess so. There are let's see, what typing video
Mobile
games?
games.
Typing video games. I haven't gone mobile. The last two I was going to do are mobile platform fighters, but before that, typing video games
What, like Nitro Type?
like Nitro Type. Yeah,
That's definitely Puck. 100% Puck.
I don't know how
what's your
your
words per
guys'
minute?
typing is. Mine is not super good, but it's not like the worst either.
Yeah, I'm just kind of average. I feel like maybe Jit is secretly incredible at it.
I used to be kind of addicted to Nitro Type.
really?
I did get good for a period, but I think I could perform pretty well.
Then we send Jit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just
Also, I mean, right now my finger. So I was playing basketball, and my finger actually is hairline fractured. My ring finger, my left hand.
Okay, well
So-
we're in the apocalypse.
yeah.
is
I
not
mean,
right
you
now.
just like break
What
the
the
other
hell?
people's fingers to like make it even.
Yeah.
True.
This is
I've
so
been learning how to
sad.
type
Dude.
with
Every
this.
time I feel like you come away with some level of an injury. Every time. You
Yeah,
play
Bro's
some sort of
Anthony
sport.
Davis.
Actually,
Okay. So there are a lot of other types of video games, but the last two I'm going to talk about first is platform fighters. Now,
I mean, Puck and Jit.
I think if we're talking about Smash, for sure, Puck and Jit. I think for the majority of platform fighters, what platform fighters do we play other than Smash? Like we play Smash Flash, which case I think if it was if it was just Smash Flash, I think it was me and Jit.
I don't know. My link was kind of nice on
shut the
that.
hell up, bro.
Well,
My
have
cheeks
you
so
faced
like
my
I just didn't
Naruto?
play my channel.
I faced your Naruto.
Nah. You're done. You're done, dog.
Oh, my Zelda. My Zelda
done.
was kind
Don't
of OP
pretend.
Smash Flash.
Bruh. Not better than my Sheik or his
Yeah.
Naruto, bro. It's
I think so. My Link and my Zelda were kind of OP.
bro. Come over, Colin. Let's run
Let's
it.
play Smash Flash.
I need.
Let's
Do,
run
do we even have Smash Flash anymore?
I still
it
have it.
doesn't
on
I
my
still
old
have it on
laptop.
on the big laptop. It's in Dallas.
On the
but
big
yeah.
laptop?
Yeah.
But it
Okay,
needs Flash
well,
to run, right?
Let's run it. I mean, it's not like you can still.
I mean, it's already installed. Is it not installed
Yeah.
into the computer?
I
Yeah,
don't-
It's not that
I
you
don't
took
know
it
how
off
that
like
works.
Flash for like online.
yeah. It's not like it used like. It's not like you needed Wi-Fi or anything. We played on the bus. Like you definitely don't. Everything that you need is downloaded. Okay,
But
yeah,
what were the
I-
other platform fighters? So, like, for example, I don't think any of us have
Tekken,
played Multiverses.
Killer Instinct.
Like, I don't think any of us have played
No.
Multiverses or that other.
Oh, Injustice.
Oh, it was pretty good in
Injustice.
Injustice. I was pretty
those
good
are
in
those are just
Injustice.
like fighter games, right? It's not like a platform fighter.
No, it's
Oh,
not
yeah,
a platform
those,
fighter.
Those
Yeah.
are
Platform.
those are the spider games.
Yeah, I haven't played any of those. I feel like I would like them, but I have not played any.
I mean, fighters, you have regular Street Fighter, Tekken,
Yeah. Street Fighter, Tekken,
Injustice.
Injustice.
Killer Instinct. I don't know if you guys have played Killer Instinct, but that show is
I
so
have not.
I've
Who
never
would you
even
send
heard
in
of
for
that game.
those? For those types, though.
Yeah, because none of us really play it.
I know
Why?
Puck at one point said he was interested in playing something, but I don't know if he ever actually did.
I mean, if it's Injustice, I can do that. But
I
If
also
it is
played a bit
Marvel,
of
we
Injustice.
send in Puck.
I think it's overall, even for those fighters, I think you send me in Puck. Because Puck and I, like, we will go and we will learn the tech. Like,
yeah, that's
we
true.
will learn, like, the
Yeah.
stupid inputs and, like, the ridiculous nonsense. Like, because we're just that, like, obsessed for no reason.
Yeah, I think the only one where I can actually beat Puck in is Injustice, just because I know. I just know the character matchups.
Okay, and the final, I guess, there's a lot of subgenres, right? There's like of mobile games. Like for example, there's stuff like Vane, which I would definitely send Jit and Noah, but I consider that also
Correct.
to kind of be like a MOBA
It's
as
a
well.
MOBA.
Yeah.
It is a MOBA. It is a
Yeah.
MOBA. Yeah.
Like so, but for example, there are a lot of other games like there's also like
I mean, Geometry Dash,
like
Clash
Geometry Dash, for
Royale,
example, like Clash Royale.
Okay, who we sending for Geometry Dash?
Like I mean, I
PJ.
think Free for
Free.
sure.
Yeah.
And then I don't know who
It's-
did the second. Because I know you used to play
I would do
Jit
the
in middle
second.
school.
I played, dude. I beat, what is that final level called? That before they came out with all the new levels passive. It was after Clutterfunk.
Is
started with
Hexagon
the S,
Dash
it's
or
like
Hexagon Dash or something?
No, I'll look it up, but I still remember the songs, dude.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Dun, dun,
The only reason why I keep my old iPhone is because it has my progress on
on Geometry Dash.
on Geometry Dash. My new phone, I haven't played Geometry Dash that much, so it doesn't.
Well, like MCOC, that's definitely me.
Wait, what's
All I
MCOC?
remember is,
oh yeah, MC stuff.
Like
yeah.
one time, this was at my house for a sleepover, and like I just like come upstairs, I just see him just like distraught, like at some point, like he had like almost made it the end of like some like really difficult like level. I forget which one it was.
It was the final one.
What?
It was like the final one.
Wait,
At that
wait.
point of Geometry Dash,
I see. So
Like-
okay, I have
like,
I think there's just for you. There's Clutterfunk, this Theory of Everything. The one that you were talking sounds kind of like Theory of Everything or Theory of Everything 2 or something.
no, I'm talking about Club Step.
Oh, Club Step.
Oh, Club
Okay.
Step.
I got to 96% on Club Step and I didn't finish. I wanted to cry. That was a repressed memory, honestly. Noah just like ruined my day.
No, man, you were so depressed. Like, no.
I beat Clutterfunk, I beat Theory of Everything, I beat Electro Man Adventures, and I got to Club Step. I was like,
You know,
my
I
God,
still remember the day I beat Club Step 2. I remember it was
it's Theory of Everything too?
one of the ones that I was trying for a long time. It was
Yeah,
it was
Theory of
it was
Everything
the
too.
day on the plane back from India before I was leaving to CMU, and for some reason I just like had it in me like before I got to CMU I need to beat this level that I've been trying for so long. So I spent like the last couple of hours on the plane just playing this level over and over and over again, and I finally man, oh my god, the elation I felt in that moment is a very special type of elation. But
Yeah, dude. Honestly, like, there's no greater sensation in this world. Like, there's nothing. Like, when I finally beat Club Step, this was like way later, but like, I was so happy. Oh my god. I remember at one debate tournament, Renee and I were playing Deadlocked because we really
oh
liked
yeah,
the
it was
song.
the new it was like Geometry Dash like
the
5
new
or
demon
something.
level. Yeah, it's like the new
Oh, the
demon
one, the
level.
elemental one, right? Yeah, yes.
One of the elemental new Geometry Dash games, but yeah. Yeah, but there are games
Yeah.
like that. There's I feel like a lot of the other ones are very obvious. We were saying like, for example, Clash Royale or Clash of Clans.
Yeah.
Instead of being,
Or you want to call it.
yeah, but Landing Confirm is one I wanted to
Ooh.
ask about because a lot of I don't know, I forgot if Noah played it, but all of us
There's a
played
bit
it to
of
some
an obsession.
extent.
Yeah. We all beat the whole game, I think.
Yeah. I would like to point out though, in a 1v1, I don't remember losing a 1v1 where you have to speed run through the entire
Honestly,
thing.
yeah. I think,
I
okay,
think it was Pranay
don't
and
send
Puck.
me.
I think it's Pranay and Puck.
Yeah, I agree. You can't send me for any of these games that like are like you have to get like this minutia, right? Like this game, what is that game? You have to use the pickaxe to like climb yourself up, and if you fall, you fall like all the way down.
Can get over it,
Getting over it.
Yeah, like you can't send me to any of these games because like I'll just rage out. Like it won't work.
Oh yeah,
It's
rage
so
games.
annoying.
That's another category. Who we sent for rage games?
Don't send me. I'll just get tilted and I'll quit.
See, I won't get tilted, but I also won't do well. Like, because I'm not very good at like that kind of muscle memory kind of thing.
I feel like maybe. I mean, definitely suck. I would
Look,
think.
if I can like not take an L at all, like if I'm good at the games. I'm just like if I mess up, I'll just
Mental instantly gone.
That's true.
yeah. It's a high risk, high reward play with me on those. I don't know. Maybe you got to take some risks if you want to survive the alien apocalyptic invasion.
Maybe.
I don't know. Not that much of a risk, man. Like, if I'm staking the survival of humanity on this one, not like raging out at a video game, I don't know. Those are pretty bad odds. Like, I'm just.
Noah, I will end everyone. Bro. I'll win, bro.
Dude,
They're just dogs.
I'm just saying, like, this is like that like scene in like Across the Spider-Verse where like Spider-Man 2099 is like in every single universe, like these things happen, and like I'm just like it's just like Visma. Just like fucking rage out of his mind.
Spy cannon event.
Yeah, but I think I covered most of the genres I wanted to talk about. There were a lot more, obviously.
I mean, flight
Some
simulators. I think
crazy
I could
stuff.
do pretty well in flight simulators.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, I don't think
No.
any of us really play Flight
I've
Simulator.
never
Yeah,
played
no.
Flight
Hence why I would do the best.
I was thinking about this actually. If you added in other types of stuff like actual sports, like soccer, football, whatnot. And I was thinking, what is the
okay.
most optimal way to make a team? I realized if you only send 2 people from a team, you can kind of hack it to get 2 Omega sports people, 2 Omega video game people, and just 1 flex guy. And then you can just for all the sports, you send those 2 people. For all the video games, you send those 2 people.
How are you splitting us 5 up?
So
Jit,
What do you
I was
think,
thinking
guys?
the
I
way
don't
to
know.
make it more fair is have if you send 3 people per team to do one of these things, then you can't hack it to have people who are
Okay.
solely doing stuff. But,
Yeah, but you have to pick 2. If you have to pick 2 gamers, 2 sports, and a flex.
yeah.
I think Noah and Puck are the video games. Me and PJ are the sports, and Jit is the flex.
I agree with that.
I don't
honestly.
disagree.
Yeah, I think
I'm the mid
I think
laner.
in general
can't do
I'm better at
sports.
sports than I am in video games.
Well, it's just Puck and Noah. I don't think they can do the sports.
Bro, you see my cardio, right? Like
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
fucking sports game, 5 minutes in, I am just fucking dying, bro.
So then it's me and PJ, we can do the sports for sure.
Like my heart
Yeah, I
would
think
just give
also in
up
general
half time.
I pick up sports. I feel like I pick up sports in general. I was thinking about pick them up pretty quickly too. Even the ones that I don't play, I was thinking about all the intramurals they have the Fed. I was trying to decide, which one should I do? Because all of them I enjoy playing and I like doing. And eventually I've decided I'm just gonna focus on soccer for now until I figure out a way to get more time. But yeah, I think I can't say that for video games. I can't just say every single all the different types of video games I pick up really quickly or
It's true.
I have
Yeah.
some inherent advantages
think-
in. But
Speaking
makes
of
sense.
soccer, though, the Gotham DC had their first game, right?
oh yeah, we Gotham FC.
Oh, Gotham FC.
Yeah. Oh no, Gotham
game
United. Gotham United, not even
Gotham
Gotham, FC.
United.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got there in the end.
Yeah. I don't know if we talked about this last podcast or not. I guess we're transitioning to a new topic now. I registered for a soccer league, and I played my first game after basically 4 years of not playing soccer. And it went as you can imagine. Okay, so basically, it was a really hot day, and I was tired as fuck during this day because my cardio, as you can imagine, was not good. And on top of that, I hadn't worked out, taken a break from working out for like the past 4 months. Basically, I'm this past week I'm back into it, but like past 4 months, 3.5 months, basically, I haven't been working out properly. I'd say more so 3.5. And so we played against this team that consisted of mostly just like British guys. They saw me like being so tired and whatnot, and they just like bullied the fuck out of me.
Bro, they colonized you.
Like, holy shit. They basically did, man. Like, oh
That's
my
tough.
god.
Renee, you gotta represent our people for
Yeah, I
that.
got to. Well, because I realized I was just like, I'm just like, in the game, I was just not able to do the stuff I envisioned me being able to do. You know, like I mentally saw the path to victory, but I just did not have the physical capability to like,
Bro, flash
Do that.
auto die, bro.
and, but yeah, I mean, eventually we shall get there. And I'm pretty excited because I played later at the Fed. We have intramural soccer too. We like convert a basketball court into like an indoor soccer thing. And I played decent. I played a lot better there than I did at the outside because there was a lot more running outside and it was a lot hotter and I got a lot more tired. But I had a pretty nice header goal, which is pretty hard in an indoor soccer game because the post is like a lot. It wasn't because the post is just a lot smaller. So
Did you
Yeah,
win the Gotham game?
no, we did not. We lost 7-5 or something like that.
Rip.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say 7-0.
That 7-0 would have been a bit
That's some
depressing.
Germany type shit. That's some Germany type shit.
Yeah, and since we played in a smaller field it was 5v5, so the game was a lot more fast paced, which is why there was a lot more goals.
Oh, you guys don't play 11-11?
5v5.
The specific league that I signed up for was not like the 11v11 that's happening in the summer league division so far. Like I already missed 2 games by the time I signed up. Like by the time I'd come to New York, so I just did not sign up for it. Like
Okay.
I will next, like eventually,
Oh, okay.
like next season or whatnot. But yeah.
Solid.
And I
Love to see
believe
it.
you have another update for us from New York.
New York related.
Oh yes. Yeah. So I think I talked about this apartment in the last podcast too. There was an apartment that I had come upon that at the time I said it was around 1K. It has actually turned out to be $958 in rent for a studio apartment in Astoria, Queens. Which, if you do not know what the housing market like in New York is like, you just be like, oh, you know, what's the big deal? It is a big fucking deal. I'm probably like, out of all the people who live in studios in New York, I'm probably like part of like 0.1%.
The 1%.
Yeah, like the 0.1% of people in terms of like the price per square foot or just like the price per value that I'm getting. It is, I'm paying as much as I did in Pittsburgh fucking senior year, which is
How
it's,
many square feet is it? Is the whole thing?
I don't know, but I can imagine it's a decent bit. Like, if I were to guess, I don't know. I can honestly, I'll try finding a number by the end of the podcast. But, like my God, and the way I came upon it was just this whole fiasco of just honestly. After now that it's all done, man, was it worth it? I put in so much work trying to find housing and I talked to so many people and I like had all these long conversations with realtors, and this one realtor I just happened to have a good, nice conversation with a month ago, and he came back to me. I didn't even reach out to him telling that I was in the city. He reached out to me. He's just like, yo, I found a place for $950, which honestly, first of all, like realtors, they make their money based off of, you know, how much the place is in rent. You know, it's like it's of his own volition. He came and told me of a place that he would get less of a broker's fee than some other place. And he's just like, hey, I want you to have this place. I just came upon it. It's $950. Of course, I was very suspicious at first, but through a lot of, you know, researching and like asking questions. We eventually determined like, yeah, that actually was legit. And I now have the keys, and I now am paying that much rent, just because it's rent controlled. Which, first of all, even among rent controls, this is probably 1% like of places cost this much. It just so happened to be that the last person living in it paid a market price of $800. They weren't allowed to change the price until he moved out. He just been living in it ever since the market price was $800 until now. And I just happened to come at the opportune time for this thing to just like come onto the market, and this one realtor to be in charge of it, and this one realtor to like me a lot and give me first dibs on the place too. He said he told me I was gonna be the first one to look. He said I want you to have the place, so I'm gonna show it to you first. And now I've freed up a lot of disposable income. So yeah.
Very nice. That means you can get a PC.
Ideally, yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
So yeah, that is my update on that.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
We're happy for your rent price, Brene.
Yeah, it was.
PJ is very happy about it.
I'm very happy about it. It was a long struggle, but we finally did it.
Yeah, it took me a long time to find housing too.
Hello.
Housing's a tough one, dude. I recently had to find some housing. This is my life update.
How
But,
did this go?
I'm going to UIUC in the fall for grad school.
Very nice.
So computer science, master's degree, fun stuff. And for those of you who don't know what UIUC is, it's University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. It's like a nice little college town, kind of 2 hours out from Chicago. It's chill. And it's a pretty good CS school, pretty highly ranked. So
It's like
excited to
top
go.
10, right?
It's like 5. It's like 5th
Yeah.
or something, like behind like some like insane schools. But no one's ever heard of it, kind of. Like outside of like the CS, like tech, like tech people have heard of it, but like your Indian like uncles and aunties are just like ICUC, CICU. Like it's tough. But I had to find housing. I found pretty good housing. It's in a prime location. Okay, because it's right above the Taco Bell. Like it is literally like the same building as the Taco Bell. It's like above it.
This is prime location for you,
Very
Jay.
nice.
So yeah, and it's only like 5-10 minute walk to like the engineering quad. So it's literally like
You just
perfect.
gotta like drill a fucking hole in your floor and like have like a permanent tube delivery
You know
system.
how like the firefighters, like they have like the pole.
Yeah.
They just like go down the pole. I'm going down that pole. I'm making one, going down straight into the lobby of Taco Bell.
Nah.
Are you gonna have a car, Jake?
I'm not. So I have my car in Dallas, but I'm not gonna take it there because it's like a college town mostly, and the car won't really do me
Just Uber
all that
everywhere.
much. And the problem is, it's in Chicago, right, or like near Chicago, so it's very cold and it's very snowy.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
true.
In the winter, it's like you have to take care of your car and like make sure it's like fine, whatever. So I don't want to have to deal with all like the maintenance that comes along with it. So I'd rather just be alone.
Nice.
Are you living alone?
That is-
or do you have roommates?
That is without a car. No, I have 3 other roommates,
3 other
but
roommates, okay. Do you know them
yeah.
or just randos?
No. I mean, there's some brown boys, so I imagine I know them, but I don't know them.
Okay.
This one knows everybody
So-
from India personally.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
He knows
True.
this.
Like every single
Yes.
brown boy from the diaspora, like he just has like a genetic link.
Very good, Jet.
I do. This is true. Correct. No, very good observation. That's my life update. I guess we'll maybe I'll have more stories when I go. Hopefully, no one gets like shot outside my street.
Yeah.
But
Hopefully. Yo,
um,
I just searched the place is 400 square feet. Just crazy.
yeah. How many square feet do you take up? Like
2.
Like, what do you mean right
One.
now?
1, 2.
I guess
2 maybe?
maybe 2, 3.
Yeah.
I will say though, my
Damn.
apartment.
2, 3. Have you been living?
Well,
I will say my apartment that I had during undergrad was 750.
It's like the most
Okay, yeah.
goated shit ever. Did you have to pay utilities on that?
No.
Cobb was living in a
Dude,
whole ass
honestly,
pad.
screw off. Like honestly,
yeah, honestly.
honestly, like
I mean, I'm not
Honestly.
living in the middle of New York City.
Okay, but like among all of us, you take up the least amount of space by
Yeah.
volume. Like
definitely
you
take
are-
up
Yeah, you're definitely taking up one square
Bro,
foot
like
right now.
you could
Like,
fit comfortably in a broom closet. Like no cap. Like you could be living like
I
fucking
could
Harry
put
Potter
Cobb
under the stairs.
in my check-in suitcase, bro. Southwest gives
I
me
had my
2. I
own
could put
washing
Cobb.
room. I
in one of
had couches. I had my own TV.
But like I'm just saying, like if the whole medical degree doesn't work out for you, you could always go work as like an Olympic javelin.
Rip.
How far do you guys think we could each throw Cobb?
I'm,
Who do you think you could throw him the furthest? is the
Find out
question.
on the next episode. You should listen to the next episode of St. Lavis.
Let's
Find
test
out. We'll,
this theory.
Cobb, how much do you
we'll
weigh right
see.
now?
Like 120.
Hey, Mythbusters were an
You know
early
what?
inspiration of mine.
We'll try it out. We will try it out and let you guys know once we have some real results.
Some hard data.
Hard data. We're gonna see how far we can throw Cobb. So if you want to check that out, make sure to tune into the next episode of Stating the Obvious. But for now, we want to thank you guys so much for listening. We hope you liked the episode, and if you did, hit that like button. It's a little thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. We like them. You can comment something. I don't even know if there's a place to comment, but like you should find it. If not, DM our Insta account. You can DM one of us on Instagram if you follow us, Cal, and follow us to the ends of the earth, and we will return the favor probably.
What does it even mean?
I don't know. No, it's an ending.
Just end the episode.
But thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you. We need viewers so bad.
All right. Todd, just cut it off.
Listeners, not viewers.
We don't need those.
Fuck. All right, end it there.